This circle is based in unconditional love, free from harm and fear. Those who love us unconditionally are now invited to be here. Dua Isis, Dua Isis, Dua Isis, Dua Sakma, Dua Sakma, Dua Sakma. Hello, 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 João Paulo. Welcome back. And welcome to the Relaxation Room. Thank you so much for the gifts. A space for deep healing and peace. If you've been feeling a little stressed out lately, if you've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, congratulations, you found the right place. Here we combine energy healing with some guided meditation to help us achieve deeper states of relaxation and transformative healing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the gifts. You may begin the session by, thank you so much for the gifts. Allowing yourself, thank you so much for the gifts, to get nice and comfortable wherever you are. Either sitting upright or lying down, and the choice is yours. Allowing the full weight of your body to sink into whatever surface you may be resting upon. Allowing yourself to be fully held and fully supported at this time. Bringing your awareness to your breathing, simply by noticing how your breath feels as it enters your body. Noticing how your breath feels as it exits your body. Nice, natural breathing. Nothing should be forced or exaggerated at this time. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly. Thank you for the gifts. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the chest. Hello, POTUS. Welcome back. Thank you for the gift. as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, with every in-breath that you take, inviting in more peace, more healing, more love. With every out-breath that you take, releasing more heaviness that may be lingering in your heart as you breathe in and out, in and out. Thank you so much for the gifts. In and out. Thank you so much for the gifts. Allowing your breath to be both your anchor and your guide into this present moment. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, creating space for more happiness, more love, more contentment. As you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Allowing your breath to be both your anchor and your guide into this present moment. As you breathe in and out, in and out. Hello, welcome back, friend. Nice to see you. I hope your season's going well. In and out. Hello. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Allowing all of your stress, all of your tension to just melt away. As you breathe in and out, and out. Thank you so much for the gifts. I will now thank you so very much for the galaxy, John. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so very much. I will now begin to count from 20 down to 1. With each countdown, you will sink deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. More and more relaxed. Thank you for the heart me and welcome back, Pam. 19. Calmer and calmer. Hello, Dr. Bain. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the Rosa. 18. More and more relaxed. 17. Every muscle in your face softens. 16. More and more relaxed. 15. Your shoulders melt. 14. More and more relaxed. 13. Arms feeling heavier and heavier as they go, limp like noodles. 13. More and more relaxed. 12. Eyes beginning to feel a little bit heavy. 11. More and more relaxed. 10. Thoughts beginning to slow down. Slowing down. Slowing down. 9. More and more relaxed. 8. Legs beginning to feel heavier and heavier as they go, limp like noodles. 7. More and more relaxed. 6. Entire body feeling heavier and heavier. 5. more and more relaxed. 4, thoughts slowing down even more. Body relaxing even more. 3, more and more relaxed. 2, maybe even beginning to notice some pause between your thoughts. Thank you so much for the gifts. And 1, more and more relaxed. And if you have an emergency or a bodily function to attend to, you will be able to leave the session just fine and deal with absolutely anything that requires your immediate attention. And you will receive the full benefits of this session as if you had stayed the entire time. And you will wake up tomorrow morning feeling so well rested and so rejuvenated, regardless of how well you are able to sleep tonight. Other than that, you will remain in a state of total relaxation for the remainder of this session. Hello. You want to come say hello? We caught a wild beast. We gotta give him a few good pats before getting back to business. He's being grumpy. Okay. And now you may imagine that in front of you there is a box. And this box is made entirely of your favorite colors of light. Beautiful shades of light swirling, making up the shape of this box. And you may go ahead and place inside of it anything you are worried about, anything that is stressing you out, anything that is taking up just way too much mental energy, anything that feels big, heavy, or overwhelming. And this is not a permanent space for this stuff. You will deal with all of this stuff effectively. Hello, Max. Welcome back. Thank you for the heart me. At a time when you are better equipped to do so. But for right now, your only job is to just relax. So you can take all of this stuff, put it inside of this box. Make a mental note of when you would like to deal with it, and then put a lid on it. Now we are going to move on to some cord cutting. I got the big scissors for our final cord cutting of this round of heart-centered cord cutting. So I am excited to be done with this cycle, although Spirit already gave me the command that we have to go through this process again with the root chakra when we get to Virgo season. The root chakra can be intense, but we're not there yet, so we have made it through a cycle. I hope you all have noticed the same profound changes that I have received from this cycle. Thank you so much for the gifts. May you have the assurance that some cycles are over for good. There are some people that you will never have to see again. And the experience of them is out of your life for good. And what a joy that is. Now you may bring your awareness to heart center as I sever these cords permanently. And as you rest your awareness in your heart, you are free to release every connection that no longer honors your peace. Hello, Debbie. Welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. We lovingly untangle your heart from all that weighs upon it. Thank you for the gift. Keeping only the wisdom in letting the pain drift away. What once fed on your compassion, what once fed on your grace, what once fed on your love is banished for good, never to return. What once fed on your kindness, what once fed on, what was I about to say? Oh my goodness. Your sympathy, is never to return again. Every karmic binding is released. You are safe to let go of what has already taught you what you need to know. You have learned that lesson. There is no need to go back to it. Every breath softens old attachments. Every exhale carries them gently from your heart. It is time to shed and release what is no longer aligned. You release the need to carry other people's burdens, emotions, and expectations. That is not your stuff to hold. Your heart belongs to you, and it shines with its own beautiful, sovereign light. Releasing everything that tried to dim your light and everything that tried to steal your shine. You are one of a kind. There is no other like you. Releasing absolutely anything that made you feel replaceable, that made you feel disposable. Thank you so much for the gifts that allowed you to forget just how special you truly are. The cords of guilt, fear, regret, and longing dissolve into the warmth of your heart's healing presence. Welcome back, friends. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. You honor every shared memory while freeing yourself from every bond that limits your growth. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so very much. Love remains where love is true. Thank you so much for the gifts. And all else is released with grace. Thank you so much for the gifts. What is yours remains with you, purified, strengthened, and whole. What is not yours returns to its source. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Your heart is no longer tied to what drains your energy. It is connected only to what nourishes your soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all of those gifts. I appreciate you. Forgive yourself for holding on longer than you needed to. Forgive others for being imperfect and release them with compassion. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. All old cords dissolve. Your heart becomes lighter. Hello, Sarah. Welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. Clearer and more open to peace. Thank you so very much. Welcome back, Dolphina. You are worthy of relationships that flow freely, without attachment, fear, or struggle. Thank you so much for the gifts. The space left behind is filled with self-love, healing, and gentle light. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much for your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Your heart remembers its wholeness. Your heart remembers its strength. Your heart remembers how to love without losing itself. You are free. You are healing. You are returning home to the sacred center of your own heart. And so it is. Okay. Once I figure out what crystal I want to use, I guess we'll go with Golden Healer tonight. I will now begin to replace absolutely everything that was just removed with healing, love, and deep peace. So you are not forming the same exact attachments that were just removed. So you are not filling in any spaces with the same energy that was just released. And the karmic cycle is over. You are free. What once fed off of you is banished permanently and irrevocably. Those trials and tribulations are over. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are free to experience love in a much healthier way now. Existing bonds will strengthen. Thank you so much for the gifts. And those who are not bonded will will attract the exact type of love that they need most right now. Your heart knows the difference between love and attachment, and it will choose wisely from here on out. Thank you so much for the gifts. You are no longer bound to past attachments. You are no longer bound to past traumas, past experiences. You are no longer bound to toxic people. Thank you so much for the gifts. It is finally over. You are free to move on and live your life with wild abandon. You are free to experience all of the joy, happiness, and contentment that those toxic people drained you of. You are free to live life with a regulated nervous system, no longer having to constantly be on guard, anticipating whether or not today was going to be a safe day for you. And you never have to live like that again. There is no going back. That cord has been severed once and for all. And so it is, and so it shall remain. Hello, Copper, welcome back. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so very much. Okay. Thank you so very much. that concludes the Reiki part of this session. If you really liked that Reiki session and you want some more Reiki later, maybe you just can't get enough of me, I know. I am now doing a later program at 11 p.m., Starfire After Dark, which is whispered words of affirmation to help you sleep and relax so you can sleep just like a baby all through the night. That one's a little bit more of a relaxed vibe. Thank you so much. Usually when I do our official sessions, I have it all kind of like structured and set up. That one's more of just kind of like a free flow, so there is an open chat there if you want to chat, connect, ask questions, whatever you want. You're free to join at 11 p.m., which is about 2 hours from now, for Starfire After Dark. It's a little bit more of a relaxed vibe over there. And we've been having a lot of fun, so. That being said, I will go ahead and get us our messages from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know right now? What does Spirit wish to bring to our attention at this time? What do we need to be aware of right now? What truth does Spirit wish to reveal? Thank you so much. In this moment. We have the Ace of Wands. Very, very exciting. There's some sort of new opportunity, some sort of new beginning, something that is very exciting that is coming our way. We have Judgment Day. Interesting. That's also just like a very interesting combination of things. We have the Ace of Wands, which is obviously a very fiery energy. We even have that big flame right on the card, paired with Judgment, which is ruled by Scorpio. And Scorpio kind of rules over like what is secretive, what is hidden. It's a card of depth and intensity, or Scorpio is a sign of depth and intensity, and that brings that Scorpionic energy into the card. Judgment can be a very, very intense experience. It really does have like this kind of reckoning or Judgment Day kind of vibe to it. We have the Three of Wands. Okay. Thank you so much for the gifts. Judgment Day has arrived. Judgment Day is coming. Judgment Day is here. And depending on whether you have been a good doobie or a bad doobie, kind of, we'll get to that in a second, kind of dictates how this Judgment Day is going to land on you. If you have been a good doobie, this is going to be like something that is very exciting, something that is very fun. It kind of almost looks like, yes, it does kind of look like her soul is leaving her body. And we have this kind of like ecstatic motion that we get here. For some of us, that's exactly what it's going to be like. It's like whatever has been plaguing us is finally lifting. And there's this real sense of like freedom. Thank you so much for the gifts. If you have been a bad doobie, I mean, wands, yes, wands can be excitement. Wands can be like a very passionate, fiery energy. Wands can also be like an ill-dignified kind of wand energy, is like jealousy, hatred, anger. For those of us who have been bad doobies, this Judgment Day is going to be something that we're not going to be happy about. There's a lot of anger that would be surrounding that card, as, you know, the things that you thought that you were going to get away with, turns out you're not as slick as you think you are, buddy. for some people with this Three of Wands here, some people might be watching this kind of like reckoning, this kind of judgment day happening to someone else, you know, which we never need to physically watch justice to happen for our healing process. We are free to heal of our own volition at any time that we choose. That being said, sometimes watching people get their judgment day can help speed up the healing process as like what I feel like for a lot of times what it is like you need some sort of apology. You need that person to like recognize, you need the doer of bad deeds to recognize that their deeds were bad and that they should not be doing them, and they just never come around to it, right? So sometimes watching the universe kind of step in this judgment day type of moment can be like a very cathartic release, as you know, you come around to your voice was never forgotten, you were not insignificant, you didn't go through all of this for nothing, and that yes, bad people do get theirs eventually things catch up to them, because you can only cheat, lie, steal your way through life before you start making very careless and reckless mistakes, and that's that. So it feels like there definitely is this judgment day that's coming. What kind of judgment day it is depends on what side of that scale that you fall on. And trust me, judgment does not miss anyone. Judgment absolutely does not miss anyone. I have witnessed so many people eventually, you know, that hammer does crash down on them, and it is a tough day for them. In fact, I don't think anyone who has ever seriously done me wrong has actually like gone on to live better lives. A lot of them have ended up homeless, in jail. Have any of them not ended up homeless or in jail? I think like 2 of them, but I mean their lives still aren't. Just because they're not homeless or in jail doesn't mean their lives turned out good, or that won't eventually happen. Like they're not on that path. They are definitely on the homeless or in jail path. But anyways, the bottom of the deck is, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Swords. We could be dealing with someone, followed by the King of Swords, yeah. Followed by the Five of Wands. This is one heck of a story. We could be dealing with someone who either physically stole something from us. This could be a card of like scammers, theft. This could be also a card of like people that spy on you, stalking. This could also be just you picking up on an energy that doesn't belong to you. Like if you've been feeling kind of like down, or there's been like this heaviness that's been surrounding you, that might not actually be your energy. That could have been someone else that you had that attachment to, and now that we've gone through a very extensive cord cutting process, like now all of that stuff is lifting off of you, and your energy is the only energy that's left, and you kind of can now kind of separate, okay, what you can now kind of like verbalize what that was, what that experience was, as you realize now that their energy is no longer attached to you, how much of that was you actually picking up someone else's grief, you picking up someone else's jealousy, you picking up whatever type of energy that was caught in your field of energy. You can now kind of put words to what that experience was for you. And now in the future, when that happens and you notice, you know, if you get into another connection that the same kind of experience starts to happen, you can now go back to this chapter and be like, I remember when this happened, and you can separate. You now will have the tools to be able to separate when something is genuinely coming from you, and that is the experience that you're having, versus when you are attached to something and like their energy is caught in your field of energy and it's making your energy all out of whack. The King of Swords is someone who can be someone who, I mean, it's between, yeah, it's between the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords, which to me would read as an ill-dignified King of Swords. So this is going to be someone who, like, every single thing that they do it with a reason. Every single thing that they say with a reason. The parts of them that they show you are the parts of them that they want you to see, so that you perceive them a certain way, and so that you have certain thoughts and ideas about them. Hello, Robert. Welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. This is someone who, before they open their mouth, they might even have like rehearsed exactly how things are going to go, the possible reactions you can have, and how they react to you in any one of those circumstances to lead things in the way that they want to go. And this is someone, I mean, he's the king of this. So this is someone who has kind of like mastered being able to predict. This is someone who's very highly intelligent. They have mastered being able to predict how people around them are going to react. And they may actually, like, in terms of partners and people they surround themselves with, they may surround themselves with people who they've had experiences with different personality types before, and they've kind of learned what personality types are most receptive to them. And they may specifically target personality types that they have learned over the course of time. He's also a king, so I feel like this is someone who's older. This is someone who's older, more mature. Like, we can see he's got like his hair is all gray. This is someone who's older and more mature, and has kind of learned how to like skate through life this way. Now, the other interesting thing about this is the King of Swords can also be read as law enforcement. It feels like there is some sort of justice that this person is going to be going through. They might be even dealing with law enforcement as this time, and you might be learning about this through some sort of third party, or even just like watching the news. And the news, you know, you're at the treadmill on the gym and all of a sudden someone you know is on the screen and it's Fox 25 News, and you're like, what did I escape? You might be having like kind of that moment, but trust me when I say that we may have, for some of us, we may have been very narrowly escaping something that we have no idea what it is that we've escaped. I feel like this person is going through a very challenging time right now. We have a lot of difficult energy around them. And the one thing that's funny about whenever we do some type of cord cutting, thank you so much for the gifts. Whenever we do cord cutting like this, it's like the people that we cut cords with can sense when our energy is completely removed. And we have Three of Cups. They might be trying to make some sort of return. Yeah, they might be coming at us with, baby, I'm sorry, I have changed. Oh my God, this this card came popping out as I was saying that. They might literally be like that, like, why? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I wouldn't fall for it. I would not fall for it. Even if they are very genuine and sincere in what it is they are saying, we have to remember like what their core personality is here. And this is someone, even, I mean, they're just gonna keep at it with the antics. It's never going to like be something healthy when their core personality is someone who always has to be, this isn't someone who's capable of just like being authentic and true in a connection. They always have to be thinking about what it is they want and plotting in how they're going to get that, and plotting, you know, all sorts of crazy things. But let's go ahead and see what else. What else does Spirit have to say here? What are the final parts of this message? Thank you for the gifts. Be cheerful. Yeah, be happy this is over. and be carefree. And if someone comes back to you with the baby, I've changed, take me back, be carefree. Just, you know, we don't care that you've changed. We're happy that you made the changes. Be different with someone else this time. And then just be cheerful. Be happy that these cycles have come to an end. Be happy that you're finally free from these cycles. And be happy, for some of us, I'm getting like our lives have been spared in a major way. Whether we were dealing with someone who was like incredibly promiscuous, who would only have brought home something that we cannot get rid of. Be happy that we have escaped that. For some of this could be someone who, you know, eventually would have turned violent. Be happy that you escaped that. Be happy that that's not what you're attached to at this moment. Be happy that things did not get as bad as they could have gotten. For those of us who escaped without having children with the wrong person, get on your knees and pray to God that you still do not have children with the wrong person. For those that have gotten themselves and their children to safety, be happy that you and your children are now in safety. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. Hello, Prince Metatron. Welcome back. Thank you for the gifts. Exactly. And it's okay. I feel like at some point, you know, regardless of how things or why things went the way that they went, you know, there was probably a point in time when you were choosing from a place of fear, and that is a place that you were probably manipulated into being. Like, it wasn't like if they had been this way from the very beginning with you. Like, obviously, if they were like that on the first date, you would have been like, oh my God, this person's crazy. We're avoiding this person. You know, this is someone who would very regularly and routinely, systematically and calculated, a degradation of your self-esteem, your self-worth, so that they could escalate things and see how much you would take and see how much you would stick around for. And at some point, it was kind of like a slow transition into you choosing from a place of power, and because you wanted to be there, into, you know, choosing from a place of scarcity and fear that you had been manipulated into. And that happens to everyone. That happens to literally everyone on the entire planet. And it's not even just in romantic connections. You know, you have bad bosses. Sometimes people hire bullies for managers, and, you know, managers and people at work that are above you that are bullies behave very much similarly to toxic partners, and they will make the work environment, you know, a place that nobody wants to work at, and everyone goes there, and it just sucks the life out of you to have to be around that person and to have to answer to that person regularly. And at some point you start choosing from scarcity and fear because, you know, you need that job, you have to put food on your table, you have children to feed and rent to pay and all of that stuff. And you did what was natural in that process. But now that we have cut the cords, now that all of that stuff is over, we can begin to choose from a space of love instead of choosing from that place that they left us at. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Yes. The karmic cycle is over. Welcome back to the light. And if you would like to see some more of me, I will be back at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next session. So get ready, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Bye.